Hello friends and welcome into the studio. Today we're doing Anatomy of a Portrait. So with the Anatomy of the Portrait series, I'm going to go every week and bring in a new piece that I'm proud of from the past and talk to you a little bit about the challenges during the creation of it. Talk to you a little bit about maybe the subject of the portrait. Try to show you a little bit of the inside of my process, a little bit more than just the how-tos where I draw hair or I draw glasses. Those are fun, and they're definitely something that I'm proud of. And we'll be doing those probably on Wednesdays and Fridays like normal. But Mondays, I'm going to be posting these, and I really hope that you enjoy them and give them a chance. So this portrait I did late last year. Obviously, you could tell I didn't think it was going to come out that well because this is not an 11 by 17. This is an 8.5 by 11 cardstock. It's not on Strathmore board. It's on literally cardstock that you can get at Walmart for like $200 for like $5. And if I knew I was going to do something this good, I probably would have done it on Strathmore, and I would have definitely done it on 11 by 17. It's a series of photos that my friend M. Hoffman got to me on a whim. She was just hanging out, and we'd done a few pieces together recently. I'll pop those up up here. And so we had done a few pieces together, and they'd come out really amazing. I mean, I rarely, when I work with a model, sometimes it'll take 2 or 3 portraits to warm up and kind of get their likeness, to figure out kind of their vibe with my vibe. And that didn't happen here with M. Hoffman. Like right away, everything worked out. Everything was just amazing. And we kind of clicked on the same vibe as far as how to make the artwork go. So M's just hanging out. She's and she gets me these photos, and this one stuck out right away. Just the lighting of it, the look on her face, just kind of the end of the day and tired and kind of, bottle in hand in the tub. I kind of felt in that zone myself. It was fall. I was probably dealing with a little bit of depression. And so it all fit for me, and I kind of felt it. With the background, I kind of, with the One Big Room series, I'll put in a background, and it'll be this highly decorative background. Here, I kind of just wanted to leave it and leave the effect of like the see-through curtain, and you can see the shine and the sheen on it with the other curtains in the back. And I think it just belongs there. There wasn't a whole lot of addition to this piece. It was kind of draw it as it is, which is different for me. One of the things that I did do and add was the makeup. So I added the eyeliner kind of leaking from crying. I got it here, going down onto the tub. Oops, I kind of left a mark there. Might want to erase that. And one of the things that was very important to M was that I get her tattoos correct. So it was a function of hitting her back and forth on message and saying, hey, can you get me a better picture of your hand tattoo? Can you get me a better picture of the tattoo by your wrist? And just making sure that I got it right. I like that there are like these little light hairs that caught on the light, and you can do that with colored pencil. It's a really easy function. And with the face, that's probably the part that I'm most impressed with out of all of the portrait, is I was able to get a little bit of the freckles. I was able to get this like dark shadow just completely correct with the light spaces in between. There's a lot of colored pencil on this as well. It's not just marker. Tattoos, it's very important if you use color pencil. You can get a really, really realistic tattoo if you go with all of the dark marker colors and then kind of go over with the skin tone just very, 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 very lightly. it gives kind of that faded on the skin look. And then finally, one of the parts that I get a comment on about this piece a lot is the bottle. And just whether it's like the lip of the bottle here and just the light, the shadow, where the light shining off and the shadow of the background here, of the back rim. It's all, you just kind of draw what you see. It's boring. I don't really have much better tips other than drawing what you see. And if you see darker green, put the darker green down. If you see the lighter green, put the lighter green down. And then afterward, I used my white Signo to white all this out. So all that white was added afterward. And then over here, you kind of get the black with the dark gray and the probably C6 and C5 and C4 and C3 and C1. So it's just about using as many grays as you possibly can to get that effect, and not kind of, you can do it the same way with 3 markers, but if you do it with 6 markers, you get a much more realistic look to it. And the hands, I'm really proud of the hands. Hands are always hard to draw, and I think that's a very realistic finger. The hands up there, even though some of the lines are more gestural, I'm very proud of them. And this is easily one of my favorite pieces of the year. Like, that face for me looks so photorealistic, and it's tiny. But like, here's a chroma marker, and there's the face. It's not a big face, and so for me to get it that photorealistic, I'm super proud. I've done a few, maybe more photorealistic in the last few years, but they're usually on much bigger faces where the face itself is literally this big. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for giving me time to talk about this piece, which I'm really proud of, and I know M's really proud of. And I'm always going to try to bring you better pieces, better work. I got some new cool things to surprise you with during Inktober. Yeah, thank you.